Welcome to the Safe Money Retirement Show with your host, Tim Wood. Tim is a retirement and income specialist, certified financial fiduciary, and the founder of SafeMoneyRetirement.com. Tim primarily serves Western North Carolina, East Tennessee, and Southwest Virginia, but he's sought after nationally for his expertise in helping people secure their retirements. Mr. Wood is a licensed life insurance professional in multiple states and specializes in working with people who are near retirement and those who have already retired with wealth management, income planning, and asset protection strategies using life, health, long-term care, and annuity insurance products. And now, here to talk with you about securing your retirement, your host, Tim Wood.
Welcome to the Safe Money Retirement Show. I'm Tim Wood, an asset and retirement protection and guaranteed income specialist. Today, I want to ask you a question. Is it possible to retire happy? And what does that even mean? Is that different for everybody, or is it the same across the board? We're going to discuss that, but first, if you don't already have a copy of my book, now would be a great time to get it. Safe Money Retirement, Your Game Plan for Success. It's going to explain exactly what we're talking about today, and I'll send you a copy absolutely free. Just give us a call, 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233, or just log on our website, safemoneyretirement.com. So let's talk about retiring happily. And what does that mean? Well, in 2018, MIT, the Age Lab study was conducted. Out of the almost 5,000 answers given during this study, the top actions were travel and hobbies. The top achievements were success and fulfilled. But once you really looked at the data, the answer to what was actually going to bring happiness in retirement really becomes clear. And it's because in this study, the words relax and happy topped the list of words associated with retirement. In other words, that's what people really want to experience once they retire is relaxation, because we've earned it, and happiness. Well, where does that happiness come from? There have been other studies, and I've actually got one on my website. Anybody wants to read it, just go to the media section of safemoneyretirement.com. You'll see it there, that basically talks about what brings happiness in retirement. What brings happiness in retirement, they found, and again, you can read the study right on my website, isn't having a pile of assets. That actually brings you more stress because you're worried about what's going to happen in the market and what's happening in Washington and what's happening and all that. Being able to relax and not have to worry about market loss, that's one big thing that really helps people. But the big thing is really having an income that you know you can count on. For the rest of your life, no matter what happens, you know you're going to have this income and it's going to be enough to cover what you need, what your spouse needs, help y'all both get where you need to be at the end of the road. Now, this concept is even further supported by research from an organization called Blue Zones. What they do is they study long-lived populations all over the globe and what are the trends and all that kind of stuff. It's really interesting. There's actually a Netflix docuseries called Live to 100, Secrets of the Blue Zone. It's pretty interesting. But anyway, it links longevity with purpose. In other words, happiness also is brought about by purpose. If you have no purpose, if your purpose is to get up and watch TV all day, well, that's not really a whole lot of a purpose. And the Japanese have a really cool word for this. They've got the word ikigai, and that means reason for being. There's actually a word in Japanese that means reason for being. And they have found that that really helps people live longer, is having a reason for being. Now, I want to go one step further talking about the happiness portion. And how can you, again, they determined from the study that happiness really comes from having enough income. Income in retirement brings happiness. Assets can bring stress. Now, of course, they can bring happiness too. The thing is, like I said, you heard me talk about before, is protecting what you can't afford to lose. But knowing that you've got that income coming in every single month for the rest of you and your spouse's life, There's several different ways you can do that. You can just draw down accounts. You can turn into a guaranteed income annuity. There's a lot of different ways. And looking at all those different options and making the best decision for you specifically is really what I think is vitally important. And that's different for everybody. And that's why my company, Safe Money Retirement, that's why we subscribe to what's called the RISA, the Retirement Income Style Awareness. Again, y'all have heard me talk about this before. I strongly recommend, if you haven't done it, just go to safemoneyretirement.com. You'll see a RISA tab right there, RISA. Click on it. It's completely free. It's going to take you about 15 minutes to fill out this survey. And then it's going to immediately send you an 11-page report talking about you specifically and how you answered the questions that it asked you and what those answers mean in reference to what's going to make you specifically happiest in retirement. And then we can sit down once we have this retirement income style awareness in front of us, these 11 pages, we can discuss it. We can say, well, it says this. Is that how you feel? And pretty much almost everyone says, yes, that's how I feel, because that's how they answered the questions. So then we design a plan that's going to meet their needs and their happiness. So in my experience, that's the best way to bring happiness in retirement. Yes, definitely have a purpose. I completely agree with that. But also knowing that you've got the right kind of income that's going to work for you. Whether it's, like I said, drawing down accounts or an income annuity or taking it from whole life insurance. There's a lot of different things that we can do. It really depends on an individual situation and their style. You know, what's going to be best for you specifically over me, over your neighbor. And that's what the RISA can do for you. So I strongly recommend, again, go to the website, safemoneyretirement.com, click on the RISA tab. And it's totally free, no obligation whatsoever. It's just something that we bring because it really helps define what's going to be best in planning for your happiest retirement. Michael Pritchard said, "You don't stop laughing because you grow old. You grow old because you stopped laughing." Don't guess at what's going to make you happiest in retirement. Use the Retirement Income Style Awareness Assessment tool right on our website and find out for yourself. Well, I'm about out of time, and I would like to thank you for listening to the Safe Money Retirement Show. If you're serious about your financial future, give me a call, and together we'll get your retirement savings on the fast track to accumulate while reducing exposure to market loss. Thanks for listening, and until next time at the same time, I'm Tim Wood reminding you to stay safe so you can step into a secure future.
You've been listening to the Safe Money Retirement Show with your host, Tim Wood. Find out how to contractually guarantee that your hard-earned money is safe while avoiding market loss so you can have the retirement that you deserve. Call Tim Wood now for your complimentary Safe Money Retirement Book and Information Kit at 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233. You can also contact Tim at safemoneyretirement.com. Did you know that your Social Security could be much higher depending on what option you choose for claiming your benefit? Social Security income is not as simple as some think. When should you take it? Should you only take your spouse's benefit while you continue to work? Deciding how to receive your Social Security benefit can make your head spin. Don't decide about your retirement without the facts. Call us now and ask for your complimentary Social Security guide at 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233. Have you recently changed jobs and now you have a 401k or another retirement account you don't want to expose to the risk of market loss? You have worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Since you will probably start another retirement account at your new job, why not ensure your old account provides you principal protection, the opportunity to participate in the market with locked-in accumulation, and a guaranteed lifetime income? We can help you roll over the retirement account from your previous employer and identify products that provide the potential of index-linked credited interest while limiting market risk. Did you know that if you're age 59 and a half, you may be able to move money out of your employer plan even if you're still working there? Call us now and ask about bonus options on your retirement money with a fixed indexed annuity. Imagine putting your money on an elevator that only goes up. It might stop on a few floors along the way when the market index goes down, but you won't go back to visit the lower floors. Our phone number is 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233. You can get your complimentary Safe Money Retirement Information Kit by calling us now. That number again is 844-905-SAFE. That's 844-905-7233. The preceding information does not represent tax, legal, or investment advice. Surrender charges apply to base contracts. Optional lifetime income benefit riders are used to calculate lifetime payments only and are not available for cash surrender or in a death benefit unless specified in the annuity contract. Fees may apply. Guarantees are based on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the insurance company. No information presented today should be acted upon without meeting with a qualified and licensed professional. Obviously, by calling us now, you are just taking the first step towards protecting your retirement. It's important that you read all insurance contract disclosures carefully before making a purchase decision. Rates and returns mentioned on this program are subject to change without notice.